Welcome to Season 3 of Pod Practice with Team USA player Quinn Feiner, Team USA Grandmaster player Mikey Lunn, and myself, Alex Atkins. You can now find us on YouTube, Spotify, Apple, and anywhere you listen to your podcasts. We want to keep growing the Pod Practice community, so reach out to us with your thoughts on IG and YouTube at podpractice_pod, or email us at show@podpracticepod.com. I hope you enjoyed the episode. What's up, practice players? Welcome back to another episode of Pod Practice. Today we welcome in Kai Creed. He is a really enthusiastic 18-year-old kid out of Vancouver. He played for the U24 national team. He plays at Davenport, blowing up all over social media recently. Brings a lot of really good energy to the sport, growing himself as a brand, growing the sport. And I just had a fun time talking with him today, and I hope you all enjoy and get the same amount of energy out of it that I did.
I don't know. Tap into your inner childhood for sure.
Yeah, I agree. All right, hell yeah.
That's such a hilarious segment.
What?
The last 20 minutes.
I know. We're just vibing. Mikey's gonna have a field day editing this one.
Yeah.
We'll see how he does with it. But
Get on, Mikey.
Well, we met a little bit at London Invite. That was the first time we met. We had exchanged some messages before, but we had never talked. But meeting in London was cool.
Yeah, for sure.
Tell me about yourself. I just want to get to know Kai right now, so you can start from the beginning and just
okay.
Start telling.
Do you want me to talk about how I got into Alti, or what kind of drives me, or what's the thought process here?
Yeah, start to tell your story, and you can be from the beginning. How did you first get into Ultimate? What kind of got you to this point where you were feeling so motivated to not only become a good player, but also start this content creation type stuff? Where did that journey begin?
For sure. All right. So, growing up, I think I played a lot of sports, and I was really big into basically every sport. I just loved competing. I'm a really competitive person in it. So that was a big factor for me. Not a great factor for having friends because I was a bit too competitive, but it was really fun. So I played a bunch of volleyball, basketball, and everything. And I'd heard about Ultimate some, and I'd thrown a bit, but I thought it was the goofiest sport. I was like, there's no way this is a serious thing that people do, right?
Yeah.
And because I was a football player, but it was just the.
And this is in high school.
Yeah. High school. And yeah, so I had a bunch of friends who started playing and kind of got into it a little bit, and I was like, dude, I'm not really gonna do this. And I dabbled here and there, and then I started playing some really high level volleyball. So that started conflicting, and I was like, all right, I'm not I'm just dropping Ultimate. So I would during the summer of my grade 11 year, I had started getting a little into Ultimate, but I just the people, and then I made it's a state team. It's Team BC, so it's I don't know what that would be for you guys. I don't know if you have that, but it's just a province here.
Yeah, kind of like YCC's almost
but a little,
but it's a bigger, something like that.
Yeah, and
what does that team compete in?
It's a Canada Cup, so it's if every state had an all-star team.
Yeah. I mean, it sounds like YCC's, right? A little bit.
Yeah, I think so. I'm not too familiar with it, but I think that's about the same.
Oh, right. Because it's crazy because you're from you're from where in Canada?
I'm from Vancouver.
Okay, yeah. So because
I'm close.
But it's interesting that the Canadian teams participate at nationals, but then not YCC's. You never had. I feel the YCC experience is so pivotal to a lot of the youth here.
Yeah. Well, we have there's probably in my area, there's probably 20, 30 junior teams. There's a lot of teams. It's because it's their own nationals.
Right.
But you have to get bids. It's similar to sectionals, regionals. You get bids to go to nationals, which is pretty sick.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, that's a good point. I never really thought about that. Anyways, so didn't really play at all. And then one of my coaches, this guy named Cody, hit me up and was like, yo, there's these U20 Team Canada tryouts. And I was like, Team Canada for Alti? What?
Yeah.
And then saw a train. I was like, that's sick. So I trained for like 2 weeks for it. Like I trained a bunch.
What was your
And
training
then
like at that time?
oh yeah, that's a good question.
Like when you
I
first
think
got
I
into it?
yeah, I did like a lot of because I was a pretty top like a good DB receiver. So
Mm-hmm.
I would do a lot of like footwork, like I'd have footwork drills that I do as a receiver,
Uh
and
huh.
like some basketball drills that I would do and use that. And then I would also be doing like more long distance cardio, and I didn't really throw at all. So
Right.
going into the tryouts, I couldn't throw a flat backhand or a flick,
Mm-hmm.
which is like not ideal, especially on a national team. Um, so and then I could only throw hammers. I was good at those. And then I called my coach like midway through the tryout, and I was like, dude, I'm like 6 for 6 on hammers in the mixed scrim. And he just hits like a huge sigh. He's like, bro, and he's like, you know what you're gonna do? Don't throw another throw. Just play hard defense, and that's what I did.
Wait,
And then
but
I
you
made
hit
the
you
team.
hit all the hammers, but he wasn't hype about it.
Bro, it's because I'm throwing them in mixed scrim. I'm lobbing these hammers up to like.
Uh huh. But like, so like he just didn't like that you were throwing hammers, or
He knows like I'll throw hammers for like resets. Like I used to
mm-hmm.
throw hammers. I'm throwing hammers like up lines. That's a hammer.
I like
Reset.
that.
That's a hammer. Yeah, new style. No, it would kind of work, but it wasn't because I wanted to throw hammers. It's because I couldn't throw the other
You couldn't
throws.
throw around the mark.
I couldn't throw around nothing. I just
Right.
couldn't throw.
Right. Yeah. Like you
Um,
just would go over the mark instead of around it.
dude, even if it was open side, the mark could be here.
Oh
I'm
yeah,
I'm
you just
thinking this
couldn't
way. I'm
throw it.
still
Yeah,
throwing the
you're just throwing a
hammer.
hammer. Yeah. I mean, I
Yeah.
like it, dude. I think you should probably get back to it. Don't let them stifle you.
Yeah, for real. But yeah, anyways, and then I like made it. I had a bunch of layouts, made it for my defense. I was an alternate, and I was like the worst alternate. Come the first training camp, I started like I think after this was a big point for me. Um, I had met the team, and I started really liking the team, and I started really liking the community and the sport. So I started devoting like all my time to ultimate. So
Mm-hmm.
I'd like wake up, I'd go throw for like 2 hours. I would go to a practice, like a school practice. I would play 4v4s. I would organize on the North Shore in Vancouver. I would organize these scrimmages, and we'd play every single day. I was probably
Mm-hmm.
playing like 6 hours a day. It was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
But and I ended up by U20s. I was like one of the top players on our U20 team in the span of like, um, or maybe not. But I was on the higher end,
Uh
and
huh.
from being an alternate and making the team, and then like I I slowly have gotten more and more devoted. And I realized like I was going to go to university for volleyball, and I
Uh huh.
realized like ultimate the community is so much better, especially at a high level. Like that Team BC team compared to that Team Canada team, I had like it's so much more positive. Um, I was like I growing up, I like had a bad friend group, and it was like pretty like not super healthy habits,
Mm-hmm.
and just in the ultimate community, people are so much. It's so positive and so like energizing. So I think going through everything is like everything I've done has just made me get more and more into it. And then it's gotten to the point where I don't know if you've seen I have a video a long time ago on my Instagram for those you can check it out. But it's like maybe a year ago, a year and a couple months, and I was like, "Hey, what's up? I'm Kai. I'm training. I want to win the Callahan." I think that was what I was like going for a Callahan.
Uh huh.
Because it was that was in my mind that was like the peak of ultimate at the time.
Yeah.
So just funny. So and then I started after that. I started like really looking into it. I would talk to people to train. I would train ultimate like every day, and then with Davenport, it just became more and more. I was
Mm-hmm.
playing like 7 hours a day, 6, 7 hours a day.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
So you got the
or like
bug
watching.
for real.
Dude, I got the bug, and I was thing is I was getting sick like every other weekend because I
Uh
was
huh.
training and doing so much strength training. So I think I was definitely overtraining quite a bit, and I think
Mm-hmm.
that's a negative thing. And now
Mm-hmm.
I've seen that, but yeah, I don't know. That's kind of, and then ever since then, yeah, like been super into it, big into video and photography. So I think um, I liked recording my stuff, and I think I'm a pretty shameless person. Like I got a good bit of confidence, so
Uh huh.
I just post me doing stuff, and like thing is with posting stuff, you're gonna get negative comments, and you just kind of gotta, you know what I mean? You gotta look the other way. You just like
Totally.
I see a positive comment or someone, it just makes my day. If I see a negative comment, I just don't see it. You know?
Right, right. No, I mean, I
Yeah.
really like what you're doing, like in terms of
Yeah.
just, I don't know, putting yourself out there and like showing your journey. Because I think like a lot of people just get a lot of entertainment out of that and think it's really cool, you know. But
Oh,
it
for
takes
sure.
like it is difficult to deal with all the like, you know, pressure of being like in a spotlight, you know, and having like people, it's like opinions feel like they matter to you, I suppose.
Yeah, for sure. I think one of the reasons I started doing like recording my journey is because I, or like doing like the day whatever of training is because I want to, like, I feel like a lot of the people, I'm sure you agree with this, is like in the top echelon of ultimate, a lot of the people don't really show what they do, or like a lot of people don't know
Mm-hmm.
about them, but they're to be like the sick player, and
Mm-hmm.
they have no
Yeah,
one that knows about them, and like if they were able to show what they do, people would love that.
totally.
So yeah, I think like even though I fully understand, like I'm not even close to being anywhere near where I want to be, but the way I'm training and the stuff I'm doing, I'm putting out so that I get a lot of messages like, "Hey, what's up, Kai? I'm 14 from Twin Cities, Minnesota, and I'm like trying to train to become. I like your journey. I want to become the best." And like seeing that type of stuff, and then being able to share all the information and resources I have, and I've been so blessed to like be able to get, has been really really cool for me, and just like to bring up the community in whole, I think is really cool.
Yeah, that's awesome, dude. So what kind of like stuff, like what's your process of, let's say, making like a video look like, you know, like
Yeah.
maybe talk me through like one of the most recent ones you've made.
Okay, I'm gonna go. I'll find one. Do you want to find one, and you can tell me, and then I can. Or
Even just like I just watched some of the ones you made with like Garrett, you know, had a really fun trip with Garrett. Like
yeah, yeah,
what
yeah.
did that trip look like? Like what are you doing? Just like talk me through like a day of like what is it, like where does it start? Like from the
Uh-huh.
beginning of the idea of like you have an idea of like a video that you want to make, and then to like starting to make it, editing it, you know, all that kind of stuff.
Yeah, for sure. With Garrett, we actually had planned on like what I love doing is like finding someone who's similar, like minded, and then do like a day or like a week or a day or two, and just go and do a bunch of like plan a bunch of sick stuff to do, and then turn it into content. So we actually have posted maybe like 5% of the stuff we've done.
Mm-hmm.
It's insane. Like there's gonna be so much more, but we I can leak some of it. So we had planned like I had a tournament, and we had messaged a bit, and he had planned to come out for the tournament. Didn't work out, but he came up after. Um, I had also been messaging. There's this girl who's a one of the I think the number one ranked climber in Canada, or like top ranked, and like a world cup climber, or world game Olympic. I don't know. She's in the circuit.
She
Um,
climbs shit well.
she's sick.
She flies
Anyways,
up.
so yeah, I had a teased the idea of doing like a like doing some sort of like ultimate like training, trying ultimate athletes tries to do climbing. So
Yeah, I love that.
I had then I just shot her a message while I was with Garrett. It's up near this place called Squamish, which is near Whistler. I'm not sure if you're familiar. Uh, Skiing mountain in Canada,
Mm-hmm.
but so we drove up. Basically, kept the cameras rolling, did a bunch of stuff, and then like I think while we're doing it, the best content comes is like I'll be planned to do something cool. So that's like an example. We were
Totally.
filming like it's kind of a YouTube video style, and then stuff will come up from there. So we're filming this video, and then she remembers there's this like rock that overhangs across the water. So that we're like, oh shit, let's go there, and that's gonna be sick. We'll do some like jump off it and do some climbing stuff,
Mm-hmm.
and do a bunch of fun stuff like that. And even like we went down to Oregon and went. I have some friends there, and we went wake surfing and got a bunch of like. Once you're doing in situations like that, you can. Or we went to a waterfall, and like we just filmed a bunch of different things.
Yeah.
And I think while you're with like this as a creative person, while you're with other creative people, and like ideas are just bouncing off each other, like you can just run through and film like 4 or 5 things really quickly,
Yeah,
and
you
then
just start
maybe
to
two or
have
three
fun
of them
with
stick.
it.
Yeah, exactly.
When you say like the cameras are rolling, like who's filming? Like is it Garrett that has the camera out that time, or like who's, you know, who's filming this?
Usually Well, okay, usually I just have a tripod. And
Right.
so a lot of my videos, like I have motion in them, but I'm just doing that in like I'm filming like a big picture and then I'm just like it's called keyframing and I'm just editing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I gotcha.
But Garrett was filmed quite a bit on his camera too while he was there. Like obviously if me and Garrett are in the shot together, there's no one filming, but
For sure. So it's just you and Garrett, and normally you're just setting up a tripod, and
yeah, it's super easy to do. Like you could literally do what I do with a like my camera's nice, but it's like not insanely expensive. You could have your phone and like you can do log footage on your phone and color grade it. It just like takes a lot of time to get like the more you do it, the more you'll get better.
mhm.
Um, but I think it's like it's I don't have an insane production budget. Like it's just the same like
Totally.
pretty simple shit. Yeah.
So what do you use to edit the videos once you've made it?
I use Premiere Pro, so
Uh huh.
it's it is like um paid for, but like DaVinci, another one service, and CapCut are all both like really good, and they do similar things. And if someone's getting into it, like probably learn DaVinci just because it's free. Um, but I've learned in Premiere, and it's kind of like a language almost. Like if I switch over, I'm gonna understand some stuff, but not everything. So
Hmm.
and like I do edit on DaVinci sometimes, but it's just like it's a waste of time. It's not as quick for me. So
When did you start editing and like doing that kind of stuff for your videos?
yeah, I did this U20 highlight tape for my TC team, like the introductory tape.
Uh
Um, and it was like it's like a 3 minute, 4 minute. You can find it on the U20 Canada page. That took me 4 months to make. So
huh.
you can imagine I was sitting here and I just like would do editing and then something would mess up and I would just crash out. I would just be like,
Hmm.
I'm not doing this. So
Yeah. So you like take long breaks.
yeah, take long breaks and I wanted to make it really cool. Um, and then I think the more I stuck on doing videos, and you can see like a significant quality increase with my videos. The more I've done it, the more you learn, and like the quicker your process is. So whether it would take that video took me 4 months, probably take me like 3 hours now, or like an hour,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
pretty sweet.
That is cool. And so that's pretty much it. So you're saying like you're gonna go find someplace fun. Like, what do you just like think of these ideas randomly, and then you're like, you know,
A lot
like,
of what I do is based off other trends. So the
mm-hmm,
video, like, I don't really make videos for views.
uh huh,
The one video I really did do that is the one that has 2 million views, which is like the nonchalant throwing one.
uh huh.
And I don't know if you'd seen that trend where it's like opening an elevator nonchalantly.
Not that one, but
Okay. But there's this big trend online. It was like people walking into an elevator when putting their hand in the door and then like walking through and like
yeah,
acting super chill. And it was
yeah,
super big. So I
uh
was like, wait, how could I do this with Frisbee? Like, could I throw a Frisbee into an elevator and stop it and like be super nonchalant with it?
huh, hmm,
And then we just thought like nonchalant, like you just catch it nonchalantly.
yeah,
So it's like using a trend and dude, no idea is original nowadays, especially on social media. Like just using a trend and then flipping it to your audience and what you do,
hmm,
I think is a huge part of making content for me.
right, okay.
Yeah.
Like, what are your overall like? What made you want to start making content? Like, as with like you got into like playing Ultimate, and then what made you want to like make content?
Um I think a big part of it is the accountability piece. Like being knowing that there's a lot of people that are watching me and like people that are rooting for me and then even people that are hating on me that I gotta like show up. It's the accountability to like if when I'm waking up at like 4 or 5 a.m. in the morning, like that's what I think about is like I I'm not doing this for myself. I'm doing this for something much larger than myself. And um being being like being able to being able to do that and like being consistent with it, like now I'm at a point where because I'm filming like every day, my everyday is really cool and it is like a lot of training and it is doing a bunch of fun different things. When I was starting out, I would do like 2 days and then I'd or like 3 days in a row and then I'd crash. Like I'd have like burnout. I'd burn out from training for sure. And just like because I big thing is no one to keep me accountable. It's like if you had a really good friend who was talking to you about like quitting an addiction, it's like you can't if you don't have that, like it's going to be a lot harder to quit it because there isn't someone consistently being in your ear. So that's kind of what it is for me.
Mm-hmm.
Why I started, part of the reason, but yeah.
Yeah. What's going on with your ultimate career right now? So you just finished. You had U24s. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like, so what's your schedule at university up in Davenport?
Um, we're so like everything is obviously always being like checked over. We're gonna do Florida warm up this year,
Mm-hmm.
which is gonna be sick, and like I'm trying to do as much as I can to get us and like push for good tournaments because that's really what's gonna be important.
Mm-hmm.
Um, schedule wise, day to day, we practice four times a week, and then we'll have local games. They're not great quality, but every weekend, and then we'll have tournaments too, like quite a few. One thing I think is really important about Davenport is there's a field and the lights. My dorm is 10 seconds from the field because the campus is like I could throw a disc golf disc to from one end to the other. Like it is not far.
Uh-huh.
Um, and there's a field that has the lights on all night. So you got a bunch of boys, Frisbee boys. We're gonna go to the field and throw for like 4 hours at night, and I think that really helps. Getting reps in. Myself Frisbee career ish. Uh, I was uh, gonna try and play the Team Furious in Vancouver this year, and
Uh-huh.
I wasn't able to make tryouts because I was at Davenport. So I'm
Mm-hmm.
playing and captaining this other open team in BC, and it's awesome. Love the guys. A bunch of young guys, some older, but
Nice.
it's called
What's
Blackfish.
nice? So you got a local, or like local to your university now, club team that you're playing on.
Oh, not like this is like UBC boys. A lot of UBC boys.
Okay.
'Cause I'm in Vancouver right now, so I'm not living in Michigan.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't even
Um,
know. Wait, so Davenport's in Michigan.
I got a map right here. Yeah. So
I
Michigan
didn't
is
even
like
know where Davenport
so
was, I
if this is
guess.
the hand, like this is Michigan. Davenport is like dude.
But
Honestly, I'm
sure,
not
it's
very good at
in
this. I think
it's
it's like
in
here. Detroit is here. Chicago's in
uh-huh.
here.
And so
So it's in between.
when do you go back to school there?
August 29th.
Okay. And so for the club season you're playing on a team in Vancouver.
Yeah.
Okay. I got you. I got you.
And it works out like I don't know. I want to go back. Vancouver's super. I like the mountains. There's no mountains in Grand Rapids,
Mhm.
so it's really cool to be able to go back and go hiking a lot and do like I've been posting a bunch about it because it's sweet.
No,
But
it's beautiful. Those videos like that
dude,
kind of that area is like just unreal,
what Garrett said
honestly.
to me too, he was like, "Man, I thought you cranked up the saturation and vibrance in your videos. It's really
No,
like this
it's
out here."
insane. It's
Yeah,
insane. That area is like, and then it's like it's such a playground. You know what I mean in terms of like
yeah,
lakes and the rocks and like because you can go running on mountains and like swimming in lakes. Like that's honestly one of my favorite areas. Whenever I've
yeah.
been, my sister lives in Portland, and
Oh,
so
sweet.
it's just
Not
like
dude, you should come out. It's sweet. It's
for sure. I love like
Vancouver is.
water. The water is like being able to just go in different bodies of water. I'm back on the East Coast. There's not as much here, and it's like
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
it's just not as fun.
I agree. There's like I mean, Michigan has the lakes, but it's like
Yeah.
40 minutes away.
There's just so much
Nuts.
water in general up there. Like, like streams and lakes and rivers. It's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
like insane how many there are.
yeah. Vancouver and I don't know if Portland is too, but Vancouver and Seattle are I think rainforests. So
Hmm.
I mean, like it's consistently, yeah, it's a lot. Ah, dude, I that now that you got me talking about it, I don't want to go back to Michigan.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
So are you guys playing any tournaments coming up or you just have
yeah.
this?
We played in SFI West, and we were ranked 10th going in, and then we came fourth, but we had like universe games for against Oat for the semi, and then third place.
Okay, nice.
Um,
So you do
yeah,
that. Do you
it's
play
good.
In the Canadian circuit as well? Or how does that
Yeah,
work?
yeah,
Like
yeah.
are you
So
playing
Canadian
both?
circuit is like it's really soon. It's like August. I wonder if American teams could play. Probably not. I don't know. It's August like 13th to 17th is going to be our Canadian Nationals. And that's in Alberta. So we will play that Canadian series and train for that, and then we have our
Mm-hmm.
regionals, like Canadian regionals, then our Canadian series, and then most of the best teams will then play like sectionals, regionals of the U.S. series as well. So it's kind of like two series. I don't
Yeah.
know. Yeah.
So your next tournament in Canada is nationals in a few
Yeah,
weeks.
dude. Yeah, it's gonna be August. A lot of content coming from that for sure. It's gonna be
Do you have
August. Like,
your seed and stuff? Like, do you know pools and everything?
yeah, we're seeded. I don't know our seed, but we're like top 8. I think we might be
How many
sixth,
teams go to Canadian nationals?
16. 16 make it. So
Same
it's like
amount.
bid thing. Yeah.
Uh huh. And what's your goal?
Um,
Like, is it like you guys? You think you're competing to win? You what?
dude, we want to. I mean, world's qualifying, right? Like that
Uh
would be
huh.
sick. I
How
mean,
many teams from? Do you know how many spots you
last
have?
year it was 3. I think right now there's 2, but it's like U.S. gets a couple, then Canada like on the reserve list.
Uh huh.
I'm not super familiar, but I'm pretty sure it's going to be 3. And those teams are usually going to be Furious, Goat, and Mephisto, which are like the 3 big cities.
Where's the last one from?
Mephisto, it's Montreal. It's like
Okay,
they play. I think they're ranked like 17th or 16th in U.S. right now.
gotcha,
Maybe a bit higher. I don't know. They're quite good though. Yeah,
gotcha. I've never heard of them.
bunch of Royale boys. Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool. That's cool. So
yeah,
you got that, and then you've got the series. You're in the Northwest or whatever. So you got what, like
yeah,
sectionals, regionals coming up?
yeah, for sure. Yeah, sectionals, regionals. Then we have probably have to book flights for that. Then we have I was talking to you about this a bit earlier, but I'm doing the Mexican nationals
Oh
in
yeah.
in on the 13th to the 15th. That's gonna
Uh
be
huh.
sweet.
Uh huh.
Um, and then I'm just gonna be trying to like get as many tournaments. Anytime I get a message like, "Yo, come play for our team," I'm like, "Sure."
Yeah. What are you focusing on right now in terms of your game? Like,
Really good question. I think overall, there's a lot of different things I'm focusing on. Like right now, my current team I'm playing for, um, we have some good handlers, so I'm trying to be a very consistent, uh, like cutter who can go every other and just like farm deeps, farm unders.
mm-hmm.
I don't know. Like my big goals are obviously to be as good as I can and the best if I can do that. So I think doing that, most players have no holes in their games and they're really good at a couple things. If you're looking at like the top players,
uh,
um, but I think like by increasing my ceiling and also increasing my floor, like I'm just trying to optimize everything about my life to get
yeah,
better for sure.
yeah. So do you have any like I'm working on these things right now in Ultimate, or is it more just like in overall?
Yeah. I'm working on big thing could be I think just making I like taking shots. I'd really like taking shots. It's fun. It's
Yeah,
so
dude,
fun.
that's like it's the best.
It's sick. But I think being able to dial in and like I've always
Mm-hmm.
been a D line dog because I started late and like
Mm-hmm.
I get the disc. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
But I think starting to dial in my like being able to go from getting a huge layout to just being a very consistent player on O on a turn, or even if I'm playing on a universe line on O, like just being able to be very solid is really big. I think also another thing is I'm really working on my deep game. Like I can jump really high 2 foot and I can
Mm-hmm.
jump pretty high 1 foot, but doing that in there's a lot of room I have to get to be able to get to that height in game in certain situations.
Mm-hmm.
Like I have a 6'9" wingspan. I have a massive wingspan.
Yeah.
Um, and I can jump, so it's helpful for uh, like I think that could be my superpower in the future.
Yeah.
But and it's such a sick thing to be able to do. But I think to be able to like beat some of the top guys, like I'm just gonna have to dial that in a little more. So that's something I'm
Uh huh.
thinking about a lot for sure when I'm
Yeah.
training.
Yeah, 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 yeah. That's
Hmm.
sick, dude. No, I know. I feel like you have all these sick intangibles. And because how old are you now?
I'm 18.
Yeah, dude. So you've got so much time and just like,
Yeah,
especially the fact that you're all juiced up, like that's just sick. You know, you just take that
dude.
and.
Yeah, I've been training a bunch with this guy whose name's Toli.
Mhm.
Shout out Toli. Uh, he's
Shout
from
out Totally.
yeah, shout out Toli. He's this older. He's like played probably since I think he started 2000s, maybe a bit before then,
Hmm.
but he was from Russia, played on a bunch of world games or world's teams in Russia, came to Canada. I played on a bunch of the world's teams that here is like one of the best players on still on Furious, super super athletic, great,
Hmm.
like top of the line for sure. And he like doing a lot of throwing and stuff training, and I think putting myself in situations where I'm training with people at that caliber definitely pushes me. It's like I'm gonna sprint train with someone who's faster than me, so I'm always pushing myself. I'm gonna train my throwing with someone who's way better thrower than me, so I'm pushing myself to get there. I'm gonna like if I can level myself up in these certain fields to get to like I saw you doing a bunch of sprint stuff with Toby, like
Hmm.
that guy's fast, you know what I mean? But
Yeah,
that's gonna push you to try and like
it's like the best.
yeah,
Like he was like the
yeah,
best.
yeah, yeah,
You know, my favorite to work out with, and that him and Zeke
yeah. That's
for
sick.
running and just it lets you know like there's more to work for. You know, it gives you like a new goal basically.
Yeah, they're sick, dude. Playing Bird would be so cool. Yeah,
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's an awesome program, no doubt.
yeah.
A lot of good reps for a long time.
If it was like the thing about America, I wouldn't be playing in America if it wasn't for Davenport. Just because it's like playing for Bird would be another like 60 grand a year
It's
USD.
insane, dude.
Just not happening.
It's so expensive, especially now and like out of state. It's pretty
Yeah,
unreal. Yeah.
yeah, that's fair though.
I was like what I did when I went to see you was my first two fall semesters I stayed at home. I went to community
Yeah.
college in Philly to pay, so I didn't have to. So like I got the same credits but stayed here, and they transferred
Mm,
over to CU. And then I went for the spring semesters and got like whatever financial aid I could. And then my first freshman and
yeah,
sophomore year, I just went in the spring semester to CU, just literally just so I could play frisbee. And then I went to MLC. Uh,
yeah,
I went to MLC both years, which was like this like fall warm up tournament in
yeah, yeah, yeah.
Missouri. And then my junior year was the only year that I actually went full year round
Bird. Mm,
for Bird. Like I was there in the fall and then also the spring because then after the spring of my junior year was
yeah.
COVID. And then it
Oh,
went to all online. So then we was like doing online stuff. And then like my last year, I would literally take like in the fall, I would take like one credit so I could be I forget why. Oh no, it was because the my last year was the fall and spring nationals, like where they doubled up because of
yeah,
COVID. So in the
yeah.
fall, but they reduced the regulations of like what you needed to play to
Hmm.
compete in the fall. So took
It was the
one
stacked
class.
year. Oh yeah,
Yeah, yeah. So I only had to take one class online in the fall, and then in my
that's
spring I
crazy.
took like a
Yeah.
full course load, and that added
Hmm.
up, and I like got all my courses done and stuff. But at CU, it's definitely you've got for me it was just always like and I think you can relate to it too, but you just got to like do whatever to make it happen. Like you know what you want, and you see kind of like where you like I just knew like was when I was in high school, it was like Mickle was in at
Yeah,
CU, like dominating. And I was like, I just want to be
yeah,
Jimmy. Like that's so sick. Like that's like you know what
yeah,
I mean. And they're
yeah,
just like there weren't that many places that I wanted to go because I knew it was going to be like such an important part of my life. And I'm yeah, I don't regret it.
yeah.
I had to go through a lot of things to like make it work, but I don't regret the decision.
I've heard a couple of schools like that culture, like it's similar to UVic culture. The UVic Mama Bird, they were because Shigley and a bunch of the UVic guys were on the U24 team, and they're very similar. They were talking, and they think it's like super super similar culture. But dude, that just seems so like if I could, I'd be there so quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, yeah, yeah, yeah.
but Downport's awesome, sick program, and like being able to play with like people across the world. We played with the two Jamaican guys on our team
Uh-huh.
last year. They're awesome. It's so but make me crack up all the time. They're hilarious, and especially accents. And then a Romanian guy who's one of my good friends, Noah, and then we got a Slovakian guy and a bunch of
Yeah.
other. So it's cool.
Yeah, and you've got like an opportunity to kind of create something there, Like I guess the goal is like you could create something that, in years down the road, like people look at
Yeah,
it in a similar way to like other, college programs, especially with the energy you have, like it's possible.
yeah. We there's some talk about having some there's some interest from people of like some high end people in the ultimate community helping out as like assistant coaches. So that could be
Hmm.
super super cool.
Yeah, getting a
Um,
coach is massive.
yeah, we have our coaches, and like I think there's maybe bad media about them. They're really good at our head coach is really good at the behind the scenes stuff,
Hmm.
which is important, but um, just not necessarily not speaking for me, but from like I just there's not been a super huge like buy-in in the last 2 years.
Over here at Pod Practice, we are excited to announce that we are partnering with Greatest Bag to provide you with all of your ultimate bag needs. If you're looking to get a new ultimate bag, head on over to greatestbag.com. And if you use code PodPractice10, you will receive 10% off your purchase. Totally, totally. I mean, people just aren't going to be as committed. Like, especially, I think for you, who's someone who's going to be like all in, like, there's very few
Yeah,
people that are going to really match that, especially like on a team like Davenport. Like, yeah, maybe if you're on like elite club teams or whatever, there's going to be a higher percentage of people that are more like matching your energy for what you're doing. But in
yeah,
college, I mean, I think like a lot of my there was a lot of struggles like figuring out how to deal with that frustration as well, because you like are like, this is our whole lives, like this is what we care about, like I'm all
yeah,
in,
yeah,
like
yeah,
how are we going to win, like everything I do is like I'm trying to get better so that we can win
for sure.
games, you know what I mean? And
For
so
100%.
it's
Yeah,
easy to get like, focus on how other people are like not as committed, and you want to like whatever. But at the end of the day, you always just get to like, I just have to do what I can control. You know what I mean? Like I can't make other people like these are the cards that you're like I'm dealt. I just have to like figure out how to make it
yeah,
work. You know?
yeah. Like focus on your controllables. Yeah,
Yeah.
and I mean, I think a lot of people with Davenport, like this is KO. This is something I got pissed out. Like this is. I'm happy I'm able to talk about it here.
Yeah.
But dude, in like the ultimate community, Davenport at nationals at D3 nationals, we had so many people, and just in public, we just get so many people hating on Davenport and are like pay to win, or like just there were so many pay to win, like people just shitting on
Oh,
Davenport.
because do you guys have the scholarship or what
Yeah,
is
because
it?
that's the only reason I'm able to go there.
Okay.
So, but
So
what's
you
really
have a wait,
funny,
wait, wait. So you have a
yeah,
Frisbee scholarship to Davenport?
yeah, like, I'm pretty big Frisbee. It's pretty sweet.
How does that okay, pause.
Okay,
When did this start again? Like can you give me the history on this?
yeah.
When did the scholarship at Davenport start? Like
So OC had been doing it for a couple years.
okay.
Um, the coach Zags has been coaching, has like a really successful youth program in the area in
Mhm.
Grand Rapids, and pitched it to the university, and it got in. And it's been going on. It's Davenport only had Ultimate Team 2 years. 2 years, like it's only been up for 2 years,
Okay.
and it's the basically Ultimate is considered like an actual sport.
Right.
So you
And
have to
he
do
just did this
actually.
by talking to the university. He was just able to convince the university of this
Yeah, it's not
to
like
get
something
this.
that's you need. It's you just need to talk to the university, and it's really cool because we have a strength trainer, a athletic therapist trainer, a rehab room we can go into whenever we want and get rehab our whole bodies, ice bath, tons of like thousands and thousands of dollars of equipment.
Mhm.
Uh, we get like teachers are really cool about us missing classes because we like if you have to go to a tournament, they're super understanding. They're like you just get an athletic note and you're like good. Um, it's an incredible experience, and it's definitely a massive step for the
And you
future
get
of volleyball.
fields for practice?
Oh yeah, we get the best. We get really nice fields.
Bruh.
and it's free. Yeah,
Bruh.
I know.
I
And like
mean, if I
all
was
flights,
younger,
like
I'd be pretty hype on Davenport. I feel like this should be more of a known thing though, because I mean, how
yeah.
much are they able to like? So what's how's the actual scholarships work? Like, do multiple? Are
Okay,
you the
so
only one who has it? Are there multiple players on it, or
everyone's on scholarship. So
every person who's playing frisbee is on scholarship
I think so. Maybe like hold one or two people. Um,
to different
it's
varying degrees,
yeah,
or the same? Okay,
no different. So it's like basically every person that uh comes to the school for ultimate that they recruit brings in 15 grand in money to the program. So we have 30 guys. That's
15
however much money.
grand. Wait, what?
15 grand. Yeah.
Wait,
So
each
then
person?
each person brings in 15 grand to the program.
What do you mean each person brings in 15 grand?
Like each person that the coach recruits,
Uh huh.
um, they get an extra 15 grand to play. But like they say like he'll talk to the athletic director, say there's like they're expecting 26 kids this year. So
Uh
then
huh.
each person he can recruit is an extra 15 grand that the program gets, like the Davenport Ultimate program,
Why? I don't.
and
I don't. I don't get it. Oh, like
because
because they're
the
coming to play
university, yeah,
ultimate, so the university is incentivizing him to bring people to come to Davenport because,
how it works for all sports because it's considered an actual sport. So like if you're able to bring in
bro, this is
people for the
crazy.
sport, it's insane. It's like well, it's not insane, it's sick, but it's like um, and then you can dish out like different amounts. So for example, all the tournaments we went to, bus fully paid for, hotels, beds we get fully paid for,
Bro,
our
I'm
flights to
I'm hitting
nationals,
up Davenport. If I'm a high schooler, I can't
dude.
believe this has got to be more. I mean, if you're into ultimate, like, I feel like
No, seriously,
like that's pretty insane. And so
it's
it's a
shocking to me
smaller
that more.
school that so you compete in D3.
Yeah, we're
But
there's
what are the rules about being a
going to D1.
D, like let's say you're just a sick D3 team. Can you go to D1 if you? Oh wait,
Yeah.
cuz
So
Carleton does it, right?
so
Right,
we
cuz
we are
Carleton
gonna
is a
yeah we are the plan was to go D1 this year. We came third, but if we had won, we would have 100% gone D1 this year. Uh, because we came third, there's coach is not sure. I'm pretty I'm hoping I'm gonna really push for us to go D1 because it's just better comp. Like it's two tournaments that are gonna be so much better. Especially we're like a
totally,
top 10 ranked D1 team. Like it's
totally.
stupid for us to not go.
You
Um,
are
yeah, we were ranked like I think 10th or 11th
in what?
for D1.
Based on
We
what?
Frisbee rankings, like the guy who does that like program.
But like you went to tournaments and played other D1 teams?
Yeah, like we
Who
played
are who are you beating? Like are you
Michigan beat Michigan 16-12, beat Wash U 9-5 or 9-4.
who else
Wash
is
U's like a
good? We gotta watch. I gotta watch some Davenport film. Like,
we got some dogs. No, we got some dogs for real. It's it's a lot of there's a lot of young players, a lot of couple team three team Canada guys.
okay, so
Uh,
you have a lot of Canadian talent.
we have I think 4 or 5 Canadians. I
Who are
recruited
like
one out
your
this year.
Who are your top players? Like who? What?
Probably last year. Probably we don't thing is we don't have a crazy drop off, but we have a really good top 7. Like there's we have
So you've got like a
so
solid O line that you can throw out there and holds pretty consistently, or what?
I don't know about that, but we have a good.
That's bro.
we
Said every D line player ever though. D liners always hating on the O line.
D like okay, our O line is hucking D. So I
Why?
don't.
I'm
But
I'm confused. I'm confused.
so one of the best.
But you're saying if you went
Yeah,
so you were ranked 10, but you don't go to
we
D1
might have been ranked
nationals.
11th. I
But
can tell
okay,
you.
11. But you're top
Let me
20.
let me.
So
I'll
why
find it real quick.
if you're that high
Um,
up, why aren't you going to D1 nationals?
we're ranked 15th in D1 now. Yeah, we were ranked 11th for a while
But so then why aren't you going to the Division 1 nationals?
because you have to declare beforehand, and because the coach, the university would like it better to uh, win D3 and then go D1.
You haven't won D3 yet.
Yeah, because we didn't win, because everyone thought we were gonna destroy, because we're a top, like, we're 11th ranked in D1,
Yeah.
and the next team is ranked like 40th.
And what
So
happened?
at nationals, so this is what I was gonna talk about. Is at nationals,
What
one
happened?
bro. Okay, dude, I can get into this. So at nationals, first off, so much pressure. It's like one game you're gone, and everyone they were talking about us. They called us All Too World called us the 2016 Warriors. Uh, they they it's funny because they lost too, but they like every team, every time we play, there'd be a line of people like in the games that were streamed that are just booing and shitting on us the whole game, and like pay to win. Like anytime anything happens, they just like taking any chance to shit on us, calling us pay to win, like calling us like money bags, whatever. Which is really funny because the team we played against, Middlebury, their tuition is 100 grand a year, and the only reason people from our university can play is because it's 45 grand a year and we get a ton of that off on scholarship.
Mm-hmm.
So you're getting people that are basically wouldn't be going to a university in the US, maybe not university at all for some of these people, and you're giving them an opportunity to play. And a lot of it's being covered in scholarship money. But then all these kids who are going to school for 100 grand a year USD are on that, like just flaming us and calling us like, oh, these guys are loaded. Like it's so dumb. It's so dumb. I don't know, but that made me mad for sure. But I mean, we also lost. It was a close game. Like stuff didn't go our way. We could have played much better. So it's also partially attributed to the fact that at regionals, like for the month leading up to nationals, we had no competition. Like there was a
Mm-hmm.
team that almost got kicked out of D3 nationals because they threw their game against. They were throwing free Callahans to us every point because no one wanted to play us because they thought it was a waste of time at regionals. So we're basically coming in only scrimming ourselves for like a month into this tournament, and then for example, our O line likes to huck a lot, so I would be super poachy and like be playing deep. And when you play against a team that has like a completely different strategy after you've been practicing uh, with that strategy for a month, it's like super unhelpful. Same with an O line.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah,
So you guys made
went
it
the
to
way
the
it did.
finals and then lost,
No, we lost in semis.
bro.
I know.
Bro. But those D
I
three
know.
teams, then they're pretty good. No, is that what? I mean, we should definitely put like. I feel like how come they? It's so interesting.
I think
Like,
we definitely should have won, but they're good. There's some good teams.
where do you think the top D3 team ranks in D1?
It's probably us, and it's 11th probably. But
Who
I'm
won? Who won last year?
Lewis and Clark Bacchus.
Where do you think they would have finished at nationals? D1 nationals.
Um, I think it's if they played the way they did at nationals at least the finals what I watched. I think they are a top 10 team. That being said, um, we also we played closer to our floor. The team Middlebury we played like the cleanest, very good ultimate I've seen
Mm-hmm.
in a minute. Um, and at least from a D3 team, and it's just like I don't know. You have those games just because there's no like I think in D1 the big difference is like the top 6 teams are those powerhouse teams.
Mm-hmm.
And those teams aren't losing to the the like 8 to 16 teams.
Mm-hmm.
Um so in D3 like those top D3 teams are probably the 8 to 16 range. Like top like 3 4 D3 teams are probably in that 8 to 16 range. So that the top D1 teams are still smoking all of us in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Um but definitely D3 is better than a lot of people think for sure. At least the top end.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's crazy. So, do your
Yeah,
coaches get paid at Davenport?
yeah,
Really?
quite a bit. I don't know how to
Really?
say it, but it's quite a bit. Yeah,
No, but I mean, I
and
know,
also
but
like if you coach, you can get like free masters, stuff like that.
Interesting. Yeah, that's I'm surprised that that's not like, at least I wasn't very aware of this. Like maybe I'm just more out of it, but I don't know how many people are like really I'm like pretty
People
shocked.
do not know about this. People
I'm
do
pretty
not know
shocked.
about
I feel like you got to help get that out there, bro, because you should be recruiting way heavier. Like based on that information, if I'm like a high schooler in ultimate, like I
it.
mean,
Yeah,
why am I not going to a place that like, if you want to be like a legit like ultimate athlete, like why would you not go to a place that at least is like starting the trend of create like, taking ultimate as an athlete more serious?
that's a good point. I think I'm part of the reason I haven't been. I've recruited like 4 people, but part of the reason I haven't been like out there is because I wasn't sure if I'm gonna stay. Like I don't know if I'm gonna stay just because it's like pretty. Last year at least it was pretty. There was a lot of toxicity and like a lot less people were dialed, and I didn't have a great time. At least the first term, um, as well as like as many articles on the internet suggest there is some issues with the coaches. Um,
What is that? I don't know what that is.
it's just like from experiencing Team Canada coaches
Mm-hmm.
and coaches that are very high level. I
Wait, so the
there's a
articles are
lot,
just saying that the coaches aren't good, like just purely they're not
dude.
good
There's articles
coaches.
ragging on the coaches.
By who? Like who's writing
Just
these?
like there was one by Breakmark. I think there's on Alti World. There's like I don't know. It's just there's always in the Reddit too. The Reddit hates Davenport.
And why are they ragging on the coaches?
um,
You think the coaches like? What do you think about the coaching? Is that weird for you to answer?
yeah, I think I think, as I said, the head coach, I think he's really good at the behind the scenes stuff, and he's not a terrible person. I like him as a person. Um,
Who decides who's the coach?
well, because he's kind of started the program, so it's tough to like. He's kind of like been just running it.
Mm-hmm. And
I
then so
think.
you're saying like you think he's good at like that kind of stuff. It's awesome that he set this all up, but maybe in terms of as an ultimate coach, like getting a high performance out of the team on the field, that's not his strength. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe. I think he's spent a lot of time coaching very young kids ultimate. So a lot of the times some of the drills we'll do will be like an under
Mm-hmm.
or just some things that like I think are negative for the team or don't benefit the team
Mm-hmm.
at least on the field. Off the field, he's a good guy.
So it seems like you just need to bring some assistance in, like in terms of ultimate. But do you like reach out? Do you like are you trying to do any of this, or you're just more thinking maybe I'm just gonna dip?
I would love to. I don't know like the situation with it. Like obviously, I think I'm gonna try for this fall term and the
Mm-hmm.
spring term probably too. Just because then if I transfer somewhere, it will transfer over credits. Um, but I it would be really cool. Like I really, 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 really want this to work. It's just after like especially losing, we should not have. We should have won D3
Are
nationals.
you
That
guys
was like
young
a
though?
huge.
Like how old is your team?
Now we got some unks. We got a bunch of people in masters. So, um, we got like we got some young guy. It's pretty. I think it'd be similar to a average college team. I think people are newer to the sport and like haven't been playing a lot. Not
Mm-hmm.
newer, but say newer to the college scene.
Mm-hmm.
But
So you're
like
pretty mixed bags in terms of like freshmen, sophomores, juniors, seniors, masters people. Or you got like any big classes or what? Is it mostly spread out?
we had a pretty good my year. We had a pretty good class. So last year we had a pretty good recruiting class. This year I think it's similar, if not a little less. But yeah, it's pretty spread out. We definitely like. I think what could be a huge selling point is like people. especially if you're listening to this right now, if you want to get a master's degree, come to Davenport and you're a good ultimate player. Like
Dude, I'm
you can get
sure
it
there's
fully paid for.
plenty of people who, if they knew that about this stuff, who are great ultimate coaches and great ultimate players that would want to go play there.
I'd
Like,
hope.
I
I'd
don't,
hope.
but I think it
Yeah.
just seems like, I think it's like, I didn't even know about that. Like, I think people just got to like know about that.
Yeah.
Like, that's a thing because
Yeah. Airing it out.
I'm sure there's players that like really good,
Yeah.
someone who has a lot of like experience and wants to like coach, like, I don't know. It just seems like a lot of potential, and it's very exciting to me that like a place is doing that, because are you
Yeah.
aware? I mean, I heard of like the other D3 school. What was the other D3 school that was? Oh, Oklahoma Christian, right?
OC. Yeah. OC.
Yeah. Yeah. How come it's always the D3 schools? What's up with that?
Oh, that have scholarship.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, like Boulder, like they have everyone has funds, but I think the D3 schools are more open to. It's like I'd like to think
I
about it
mean,
in
we
the
didn't
same
get shit.
way.
We had to buy all our shit at CU. We just got nice fields
Really?
to practice. We just got
Did,
nice
did y'all
fields
get
to
like isn't
practice
isn't there
on.
like a fund? Oh, okay.
I mean, there's like you do fundraising and you have like an
Is there like a
account.
graduate fund?
I mean, they just recently have been working on starting
Oh,
that. Mikey's been
okay.
working on that. And you have like, no, like the finances are like you pay for everything. You work on do like
Dang.
fundraisings. Like we would do like ticketing for the football games and like different fundraising things. And then you have just
Yeah.
like a team account. It's a club sport and you have a team account and you get money into that
Dang.
account through like different donations and whatever. And then you pay for stuff.
Yeah. Nah, dude, Davenport's great for that for sure. Um, yeah, like the people in the opportunity it presents is like generationally game changing for OC too. I think the fact that these are smaller schools, they are able to take a bigger chance on a sport like ultimate frisbee because it like a lot of the sports they have are like Rocket League or like they have some like weird. I mean, it's like esports or whatever,
Totally,
but they
totally.
have yeah. Like the women's rugby team at Davenport is like nationals, really good team. So they're able to pour money into like or take chances on teams that aren't uh, necessarily the um, biggest thing in the world because they're not going to beat like a
Mm,
Oklahoma at
hmm
football, but in ultimate like
Totally.
it presents a
Totally.
cool opportunity
No,
and also
dude,
just
it's
to bring
honestly
people.
it's honestly fucking sick. Like it's getting me hyped up. If I wasn't fucking playing, I'd be over there trying to figure out how I'm gonna coach. Like that sounds like awesome,
Yeah,
you know?
no, for real.
And
It would,
also
dude.
because the thing about when you have a good I mean, wait, what so it's in what's the town that it's in?
Grand Rapids,
Grand Rapids.
pretty
Like
nice actually.
yeah, I think I've definitely heard of it before because like when you have a
hmm
good university, you can get a good club team going because especially right now, like the state of Ultimate, I think a lot of really good players are the ones in college because of just how frequently like you're able
Yeah,
to train and get practices in. Like I think,
yeah,
even like in Colorado, like I think a lot of the best like Bravo Summit guys are the college players just because they're in shape
yeah,
year round, they're playing all the time, and
yeah,
it's hard to work on it that much the way you would in college when you're dedicating your whole life to it.
yeah,
Like a lot of other people are like working their jobs and doing whatever they don't have the same time to,
yeah.
dedicate to ultimate.
Uh-huh. Well, the mechanics are basically just a bunch of Davenport guys plus others.
Oh, that's interesting. So
So
maybe that's the key to turning it all around is you start at Davenport, then you get the mechanics.
the thing with like the mechanics, I don't think it necessarily helps that much though, just because um, it isn't like if it was like a really program focused on like growing, like the mechanics was focused on bringing a bunch of people in from different places to play and like whatever paying. I think then those people would be interested in playing for Davenport, but because
Mm-hmm.
mechanics is basically just like that area, like a bunch of Detroit guys,
Mm-hmm.
um, kind of is what it is. It'd be even cool to get some hybrid people there. That'd be sweet.
Mm-hmm. Dude, I think you just gotta be. I mean, fuck, man, you just gotta be talking to people. I'm sure there's plenty of people that would also get super excited about this. I saw you talk to Charlie. What did you recently? Like you were doing some phone calls with
Oh,
Hoppus.
yeah. So
Have you
I've been
talked to
doing.
him about it? Have you talked to him about it at all? Because I bet he'd probably be interested in something like that.
I've spoken to him about it some. not super like uh I don't think it really went anywhere. I don't think like
Hmm.
he if he would, if he'd be interested, that would be insane. That'd be awesome. Like he's great, awesome top level coach. Yeah, I've been doing some coaching. Like he's been doing. I have a bunch of reels that I'm gonna continue to make that are like basically going over some games from our D3 nationals and like stuff I do and how I can correct. Like kind of, he goes through. He does a coaching program, so actually you can check him out. He's if you're listening to this, he's a sweet coach, and he's been the Empire's coach when they won twice,
Hmm.
like
He's my
top level.
former patrol coach. He was one of my first
Oh,
coaches on
dude, sweet.
club team. Yeah.
Yeah, do you like him?
Yeah, he was a great coach. He like
Yeah.
we have a very good relationship. We still call. Like I
Oh,
called him, and whenever we're like the type of people that whenever we call, we talk for like 2 hours about like
yeah,
Frisbee.
that's how it is. Yeah.
Like I swear we figured out like offense, just like how to play offense. Like our last phone call, and it was like 2 hours long.
Dude, I think yeah, we share this too. Is like, I'll talk with Charlie and just it's just straight yapping. We'll just,
Yeah, you just yeah, it's fun.
but yeah, he's been you go through and just like analyzes my game, and then I'm trying to make that to reels so I can show like improvements I'm changing on my game and my positioning and different aspects of my game that I'm then gonna do, and then putting that on my Instagram and his Instagram so that people can see that, and if they have a similar issue or do similar things, they can use that information to get better.
Hmm.
So it's kind of a sweet deal we got going.
Yeah, totally. I mean, I think you should definitely take advantage of that because that's always something that helped me the most. Was like I feel like after you're done playing, I think like what I always found most effective is like when all those feelings are still fresh, like just watch the game. And if you just identify, like, I mean, for me, it was always like I feel like I was more critical. So it's like every time I thought I did something wrong, even if it's a little thing, you just take a little note of it. And then if you
Yeah,
find that after watching a game, there's like something that you did like 5 times that you thought you could have been doing a lot better, like boom, then you just have something that you like can direct your training, for the next like month or
yeah,
whatever until you feel like you've like worked on it sufficiently enough to like go to another thing, and you can start by just like training that work, you're focusing on it at practice, like that kind of stuff. So it's nice that you have Charlie to help, talk you through some of the stuff.
Take charge of your real estate future with HomeForce, the all-in-one home buying service built specifically for Ultimate players, their friends, and their families. Powered by the Ultimate Lending Team, HomeForce was engineered by Ultimate players for Ultimate players. It's your one-stop shop for everything real estate. Let Jim Nolte and his team at HomeForce quarterback the whole process or jump in just where you need help. Follow at Ultimate Living Colorado on Instagram.
I like had my dog Alice, so we would like train the dog, and I
right.
feel like learning a lot from that type of training like carries over. Like you want to do simple things that they can have success in. Like when you're starting to work on a new skill, like if you just go into the game and start trying to bomb flick hooks without having worked on it, like maybe you'll hit like one, but you're not going to hit it, and then you're going to get all
Yeah,
bummed and like pissed off. Like you've got to start seeing success, build the confidence, and then like keep working up, and like making it more difficult. Um,
yeah.
yeah,
Like pushing yourself. Like can like if good way to think about it, I think, is like having an 80% completion rate. If you or like so on a say it's like a flick hook or like a 80% or 90% completion rate, whatever it is. Then if you like get above that, then make it like put yourself into more difficult situations.
totally.
Like
Like totally. Like
yeah,
see a couple hit, and that's why I mean, it's tough that we don't like film a lot. Like I think going over the film of like what you did, because like you go out and play, and then you've got to like reflect on it. Like you've got to
yeah,
like reflect on it, think about what happened, what you want to do differently, and that's I mean,
hmm,
ultimately that's like basically what we're talking about. Like that's how you get better. Like you go to practice, you go to a game, and the thing is, you just don't get to watch film of practice that often, but at least that
yeah,
like if we're playing in a tournament, it's filmed, you can go back right after and watch it and be like from a way different view, like what am I doing, what do I want to do differently, like that kind of stuff.
hmm,
But yeah, yeah.
yeah. No, yeah. Watching film is massive. A bunch of the Davenport guys. That's what we do a lot. We will watch. There's this guy Chili Colin Hill. I don't know if you know.
Hmm.
He's and there's a couple Noahs, and then we'll just like watch some film or like go through and just. I feel like when you're with a group of guys and you're just able to watch,
Totally.
like, dude, I honestly don't like watching film. Is that crazy to say?
I mean, I've
I
gone
get
through
kind of bored.
phases. Yeah, well, I think like the phase I'm in right now is I watch a lot of film, and I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah, it's
same,
not
same.
super interesting. When it's funny, like this is like the whole thing we like got in a fight with Pavel about one time. But
Yeah,
whenever
yeah,
I watch film, I just watch it of myself. Like I just go back and watch the game that I just played in. And I just watch
yeah.
myself, and I skip the
I
points
kind
that
of
I'm
agree
not.
with that.
And I skip the points that I'm not
Yeah,
on, and I'm just focusing on like what I can do to get better. But I mean,
yeah.
that's like if your goal is to get my goal is to get better from it. Like sometimes I want to if I'm feeling like lacking,
Did Pavel say the opposite?
but it's because Pavel's an old head and he's like basically a coach. Pavel's basically a coach at this point. So like Pavel's
Yeah.
thinking of like watching film from like there's a lot of different ways you can watch film. You can watch film of a team you're going to play and try to pick up on like tricks and like
Mm,
tactics or whatever things that so like that does make sense. And I've never had as much success doing that. Like whenever I watch, I don't feel like I pick up on many things that I'm going to be able to exploit, but maybe
yeah.
that's just something I need to get better at, or like someone could show me like,
Well, I think me and you have a similar opinion on this. When I watch film, I'm looking at one person. Even if I'm watching a really good team, I'm watching one person that I want to replicate. If that's myself, if that's someone else, or I want to use things from or get better.
mhm.
If I try and focus on a whole team, I'm just like watching the disc, and maybe there's a cool play, but I don't see what happened to develop that cool
Totally.
play.
Totally. At that point, you're just watching for like entertainment purposes. If you're
Yeah,
just
that's what I
watching a
mean. Like
game,
it is entertaining, but I I think it's like I would rather go play than watch film
100%. I don't think a lot of people are. I don't think
about that.
a lot of the game. No, more. I was gonna say a lot of the games. Like a lot of the games don't entertain me though. Like I haven't.
Yeah,
Like I watched the UNC Bird quarterfinals game, and I was talking about this a little while ago on here. But like
dude, that game was sick.
right? That game was sick, and like I
That game
want to
was sick. I
watch
watched that
and
live. I was on the sideline. That
right,
game was
exactly, and you want to watch
Mhm.
it. But there's not a lot of
Yeah.
games that I feel that way about. Like give me the same feeling, but just with how
Bro,
well played
yeah.
that one.
Gosh, that game fired me up so much.
But
Man.
I love to watch
Yeah.
a good ultimate game, like something
Yeah,
that's like
yeah.
like intriguing and like that's still fun. I feel like but it's like all like those are just hard. Like a really good game, it's like hard to
Yeah.
find. More like
Have you seen the? Do you see the where the Colombia women's versus U.S. women's
in
for
the
Cardenas?
yeah, I did watch
Dude,
that one.
that was
Right, because that's another game that's like good. Like it's going back
Yeah.
and forth. It's like keeping you
Yeah.
entertained. Like you don't know who's gonna win. Like those are the things that make it interesting. Like there's some storylines. I feel like there's got to
Oh
be
yeah.
some storylines. It's got to be going back and forth. Like keeping you on your toes. Big plays are being made. Like you
I like
don't
a
know
little
who's gonna
chippy game. I
win.
don't mind a little chippy game either.
No, because that's how you know that it's
Yeah.
more like they're
Competitive.
really competitive. Exactly.
Yeah.
Wait, hold up. I'm taking a piss break.
All right, you're good. You're good. Pod practice viewers, this is my microphone stand. So I'm gonna have some Ritz while he's gone. Outside.
So you're in Vancouver right now,
Yeah.
living at your parents or what?
Yeah. I think I think I want to play next summer. I think I'm gonna try and play pro somewhere.
Nice.
Not like 100% where. I'm still looking, but
Mhm.
I think like I love Vancouver. It is kind of tough to get a house here or like rent just because of it's super expensive place to live.
Mhm. Mhm.
So being able to like go play for somewhere pro, make content, like it's gonna be such a sick experience. So
Mhm.
that's definitely something I'm looking for. But yeah, I don't know. I'm right now Vancouver's good. Right now Vancouver's good. I don't mind it.
Where do
Yeah.
you like work out when you're in Vancouver? Do you have a gym or?
So I train like I'll do a bunch of different types of training. Right now I'm actually working with GPP, which is the Goose Helton.
Mhm.
And them their program, and I think it's actually really cool. It's like a lot different than what a lot more scientific like based, like optimizing your performance. And then obviously like him and Kayla are like two of the best players in the world, if not Kayla's. You know what I mean?
Totally.
Like they're super top. So it's cool to do that. But I think I'm like right now I'm training. I just go to like community centers
Yeah,
Uh,
totally.
I'm not picky. I'm not like a snob about gyms.
So what
But
kind of stuff is the GPP have you doing? Is that like a full program that's filling up your whole week or?
yeah, it's like so. It's actually a lot. It's really interesting because I'm used to like working myself into the ground, like David Goggins, like doing like 8 hours a day, just grinding, and I think that it actually has had negative impact on me on my progress. So I've been interested in trying something different. This program is like very much uh very specific movement based and very like heart rate running in specific zones to
Mm-hmm.
create progress and it's I've been doing it. I've only done like a couple things, but it's been really really good and it's felt really really good. So I think we'll see, but I'm happy to stick with it right now.
How long have you been doing it?
Like literally just started like a week ago.
Okay, cool. And is it like how long is the program that you're on? Do you know?
I mean, it's just like it's like so they have coaches, so you work personally with a coach, which is really cool.
Oh,
Um,
okay. Who are you working with?
Goose,
Nice.
which is sweet. But
Yeah.
so like I'll if I have questions, I'll text him, and like if something is happening about my day, that is, or for example, I have to train for so many different tournaments and random shit.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, so to be able to alter my program. This is something I've struggled with in other programs. Is like to be able to alter my program to fit what I'm doing and like what I need to peak for, how my average day is. If I say need to go film and do like a hike one day, then
Mm-hmm.
I'll message and like change things around. But yeah, really cool flexibility. And then the program is kind of like it's like a full you're always doing it. It's like postseason, on off season, or postseason, in season, and then something else I forgot. But yeah,
Mm-hmm.
it's pretty sick.
Mm-hmm. What gets you like most excited right now overall, just in life? Like what gets you the most hyped to think about?
Dude, not even asking me that question gets me hyped. Nah, oh, I get excited easily. I get really excited, especially in ultimate or like social media stuff, dude. So excited. But
Uh-huh.
maybe like planet things I look forward the most right now are when I have like when I'm doing some sort of trip or something with a group of friends that I
Mm-hmm.
know is going to be really fun. Or
Yeah.
like,
What do you have any of those coming up?
yeah, I'm going to do like a filming thing tomorrow with a bunch of friends on this island in Vancouver. And then Canadian Nationals, we're driving to Nationals and going through a bunch of these like national parks, doing some stuff for VC and Greatest, and then doing a bunch of stuff at the Junior Nationals, and then playing in Nationals, to driving back. So that's gonna be really fun.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, some of the people are, I think, Garrett and my friend Jonah have shown some interest in coming out to Mexico to film and do stuff. So that'll be sweet.
So do
Um,
you just do a lot of this stuff with your friends who just want to like go with you or what?
yeah, I think one of my life goals is to like bring up my friends and the people around me and have not only good experiences for myself because they're there, but good experiences for them.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm able to do some like some of this stuff with my friends, that's my favorite thing to do. That's why, like, dude, you throw in a frisbee, you need two people. You know, I guess you could throw
Totally.
by yourself. It's kind of lonely.
Yeah, no, I'm
But
not. It is. I agree. It's way better just like go on toss someone. So these are just like your friends from high school. Do they also like the people you're going to the island with? Are they also ultimate players?
so yeah, they're ultimate players. They're not my friends from high school. Some of them are. They're like, I think, high school general area, like
Mm-hmm.
um kind of like I when I choose to train and do a lot of scrims, they do some of them too. But they're just like they have like very cool passions about like hiking and outdoors, and I have gotten into posting a bunch of reels. And Beck and Colin and Devin are their names, and I've been getting really into doing my frisbee stuff. So, and I've been trying to help them like with editing, and because that's part of the reason I never really got into it a long time ago is because I just couldn't do that.
Mm-hmm.
So, and their stuff has been pretty sick. So it's really cool now because we've done this once before. I've gone out and we made like 10 videos in one day, which is
Yeah.
like insane.
Like when you
Um,
say made 10 videos, like these are like some reels that you made or like what do you
yeah. So you can look at my page. there's like a good chunk of reels we made. I think right now, especially for marketing and social media, like everyone's attention span is cooked. So reels is the best way to. I am a marketing major at Davenport, so this is
Okay.
kind of what I like doing. Everyone's attention span's cooked, so the best way to reach people, I mean, like especially with podcasts, is like those reels,
Mm-hmm.
like they blow up all the time. Like,
Mm-hmm.
so being able to like, I've been doing this for like 5 months, and and I'm it's already up like I'm already up like 7,000 followers.
Yeah. No, it's been awesome. Like I feel like you're getting like really good at it. And even like the quality like the quality of videos you make, I feel like is a different like
Yeah,
there's not that many people making like that whatever trendy
dude,
or
there's
like
some
satisfying of
weird.
reels, you know?
Yeah, like I think that's another thing is in the Frisbee community, there's a lot of people that are like pushing Frisbee in other um like pushing Frisbee but pushing it with like training or
Mm-hmm.
this, but there's not a lot of like lifestyle Frisbee stuff.
Totally.
So
Totally.
normalizing that, like normalize bringing a Frisbee everywhere, the
Totally.
normalization of posting and having like lifestyle Frisbee clothing and like bringing it as a full culture more,
Yeah.
especially with like the kind of stuff I'm doing, I think is going to be super huge for the growth because I'm getting a lot of followers that are like not from Frisbee and they see like a nonchalant throwing video. They're like, that's funny. Or they'll see
Yeah.
throwing with a friend. They're like, that's a sick view. And then
Mm-hmm.
I think the biggest pull is getting people who aren't in the Frisbee community to become in the Frisbee community. And yeah, it's kind of that's
Like
like,
I just saw that one video of the people that like threw it way down the mountain and like someone had caught
oh,
it and it blew up. But those were just random people, right?
those are, yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, okay.
Like, dude, Frisbee is like, it's such a fun thing to do with other people
Right,
that,
like we forget that like just a disc, like bringing it to like cool places is like
yeah.
yeah.
And like a football is so fun to throw for sure. A soccer
But
ball is
it's
fun to
way
kick.
different.
It's
Way
way
different.
funner to throw a Frisbee. Like,
Way better, especially
you
once
can
you
just do
get
so
it.
much cool. Yeah.
Right, because I forgot you play disc golf as well.
Yeah, I like disc golf. I'm a big, like, I don't think, I like to play a lot of sports as cross training.
Uh-huh.
And I think disc golf is like a prime example of, it helps you with your throwing. Like,
Yeah, disc golf is just a vibe. Like it's just
yeah.
fun. Engaging, like
Are you a big disc golfer?
yeah. Yeah, I really like to disc golf.
Yeah, that's fire.
I grew up disc golfing, like my dad disc golfed, so I
Oh,
grew
that's
up like
sick.
playing. Yeah.
Yeah.
But there's a lot of good courses up there, like in the Northwest, and I feel like that's good.
Yeah.
I don't know. That's just what a fun day for me is like going out to a good disc golf course, and like it can be so challenging too, which is I think part of the engaging aspect of it.
Yeah. Yeah, that's definitely true. I think the uh the fact, especially like playing in courses here with all the trees, you have to be really creative to
Yeah,
move.
totally.
Like, dude, I was playing with some of my friends from Manitoba. This guy hit a tree like, sorry, Miles. This guy, he's definitely
Sorry.
gonna watch this. I love Miles to death. He's one of my closest friends. I love Miles, but
But Miles hit
he
first available
dude,
is what we call it.
he hit like, we ended the round. It was like -4. It's usually like around there. He was +10 because he hit like 9 trees in a row on one hole.
I mean,
Yeah.
once you're keeping score, it can be tough. I was just playing yesterday at this course with my dad, and
Okay.
as soon as you add the like pressure of like keeping score and like a little bit of competition, like I just start shanking some putts, like short, like, and it's like for nothing. And I'm like, why do I even? I don't even know why it shouldn't be affecting me in that way. Like it should just be casual, but
Yeah.
it's just it's good practice though. And I agree, like especially in terms of like just throwing a disc, like I think it is a huge. It just helps you. It's just more knowledge that isn't going to be hurtful. That's for sure. Like more disc throwing knowledge that definitely is not going to negatively affect your throwing ability. Like there's that weird thing where it's like, oh, but if I throw a disc golf, like, will I be worse at throwing? And also starts like, I don't know if you'll get better, but it will 100% not make you worse? And if it does,
dude,
then you
it's
just
so
then you're just bad. I don't know what to say.
with
Like it can't make
volleyball
you
too.
worse.
With volleyball, everyone would say like there's beach volleyball and indoor, and you play the indoor season and then you play the beach season. And people would skip the beach season because they're like, oh, my beach sets, like I'm not gonna be able to. It's gonna affect my regular setting and it's gonna affect how I play. Like, dude, it is such good reps. If you're really that worried about it, then like what are you doing? Like,
I think at that point it's just fine to be like, I don't want to. Just don't tell me it's good. You know what I mean? If you don't want to play disc golf, that's fine. Just don't tell me it's gonna make you. Don't tell me it's gonna make you worse at ultimate, because it certainly won't. And like especially, I mean, in Colorado, there were a lot more courses that were just like out in the open. Like when you have to throw and wind it through different trees and stuff, and it forces you. Like what's so much fun about those courses is it forces you to throw so many different types of shots, different angles, be creative about like how you can throw this Frisbee. Yeah. And overall, that's just like a fun way, a new lens to view like what you can do with a disc and stuff like that.
Yeah. Yeah, like I don't know. I'm a fan of disc golf. I think the people that are really good at disc golf are really cool to me because it's such like a you can take so much from someone who's done that much practice in a similar thing, like or the people that you see those people that spin frisbees,
yeah, like
do all the cool tricks with it. Yeah, like having that much hand-eye coordination behind your back or what, like that's super super useful.
No, it's I watched like they just had worlds for disc golf.
Sweet, yeah.
It just happened and they were in Finland, and because I'm like pretty good at disc.
That's sick.
I'm like pretty good at disc golf, so there are times when I like will talk myself into like I've competed a couple times, but there are times when, especially when I get hurt, I'm always like, I want to compete more in disc golf. Like, I think I want to like try to become a professional disc golfer. Like, especially the last time I got hurt, I was like, I'm really going to do it. It's really difficult with the seasons. Like they are lining up. Like, I don't know how, like I could play in like so like what I did in Colorado is I played like, cause they class them into different tiers. Like A tier is like, well, there's like the pro, then there's like elite series, then there's A tier, B tier, C tiers. I competed in a C tier, a local like C tier in Fort Collins, and I should have won, but I got second. And then I played in this like big A tier in they have this really cool thing. It's called the Disc Golf Pro Series, the Disc Golf Pro Tour Q Series, and it's like almost like this minor league series of events that they have around the country that if you play in them and you compete well, then they have a final to the tournaments and you can like get a tour card, which like would allow you to go play on the tour. It's just like this cool thing. So anyway, it was one of those in Colorado and I played in it. And the problem is people are so good at disc golf. And this was my point when I watch Worlds.
It's like, yeah, come on.
I know I have the talent, but my consistency realistically is so far away from where they are. Like it would just take a lot of practice. Like I'm still someone who believes that if I did it a lot, like I could do it. But these guys are playing super challenging courses and they're shooting like AB, this really good disc golfer, shot 15 under at this course that's like it's so difficult to consistently like to be getting birdies on it. Like you have to be throwing really good shots and or then hitting a good putt.
Yeah.
And they're doing it like when they're playing at the highest levels, like winning, which shouldn't deter me from or anyone from just like getting into it sort of competitively at the
because
to
those
begin
people are
with.
just human. Like,
but they are playing almost perfectly. Like when I go to play disc golf, like even shots that I think are easy that like are well within my range, whatever, but like to execute them consistently is so difficult. And these guys are doing it at such a high level. It's actually, it's like mind blowing to me, especially as someone who tries to do it. So I have a pretty good understanding, I guess, of like how difficult it is because I do it so much. It's insane, like how accurately these guys are throwing frisbees. Like it's fucking ridiculous. Like he shot.
Do you think there's translate? Like I know Axel Olsen was a big disc golfer, but
what do you mean?
Do you think like the best frisbee players would be good disc golf players?
I think. Like, yeah, anyone could be, especially if they're like a really good thrower. Like I had, like we had. I mean, it definitely translates if you're a good thrower. Like if you
Yeah.
understand the disc, if you're just like one of those natural good throwers. Like I had this friend Tape at CU, and I don't remember how much disc
Sick
golf he
name.
had played. Yeah, I don't remember how much disc golf he had played
Yeah.
before, but he was just such a good thrower. That was his thing in Ultimate. Like he just had hucks, edge, breaks. Like he just had disc styled, and we would start to play disc golf together. And I'm like pretty good. Like I'm better than most of like the people that I bring out to play disc golf because I've been playing
Yeah.
my whole life and I'm just a competitive person. So like, and he
Yeah.
got very good at disc golfing and
Yeah.
like was the same where it's like if he was consistent. So like there's definitely a translate there. I wonder like if you took like I wonder it would be pretty interesting if you took like the top ultimate player, disc golfer. But see the thing is what's also so different about it is one's a team sport and one's an individual. Like that individual sport, which is very appealing to me because I love the like
Everything's on you. Yeah.
just that is like so different from ultimate that we don't ever
Yeah.
have that. And I think there's huge obviously advantages and like benefits to both.
Mhm.
But I wonder in a cross competition, like if you took the top ultimate player and had him compete in like a disc golf thing and then like the best I wonder who like the most athletic good disc golfer is because there's got to be like someone who's like has like crazy throw. No, but I'm saying like
Nothing. Oh, like
someone
pure
who's
disc
on the
golfer.
tour, like someone who's on the tour.
Yeah.
No, like he's probably like the best, like one of the best hybrids. I mean, it would be
Yeah.
interesting too to just have like an ultimate disc golf tournament, which they kind of did one nationals, but
Bro,
like
that'd
not
be
really.
well. They're doing that at World Games. They have like they're not doing that, but they have they have disc flying disc or frisbee and disc golf.
Support Pod Practice by visiting our coffee page. Donate and we'll send you a sticker. You can also support the pod by visiting the Be Ultimate Pod Practice store.
Oh, they do. I haven't seen who's going. I haven't heard about that for like who's going for disc golf. That's going to be interesting.
Oh yeah, I don't know. About
I wonder
like
if the top players are like I'm just kind of curious now, like if the top players are going. But it'd be interesting to take like someone like I don't know whoever the most athletic like top disc golfer is and like put them on a frisbee field and just see if they could like because they would be able to.
they 100% have like.
But there's I mean there's just so many. It's just so it is different, but yeah, it is. It's funny to think about just because they're very related.
Do you have anyone in
aspect
mind?
Of throwing.
Do you have anyone in mind? Calling them out. Top disc golfers. I'm sure you know some.
I mean, but I wonder, like, I'm trying to think, like, who the most athletic is. You know what I mean? I think, like, the kid Anthony is sick because the guy who just shot minus 15, he's young. He's known for just being able to throw it the absolute farthest. Like, he just bombs. It's like,
Is he like tall, lanky kid?
He's definitely tall. No, there's Gannon, who's like he's the best.
I know that. Yeah.
Gannon is the best. Like, Gannon just won Worlds. He's like 20. He's super young. Yeah. I mean, he'd have crazy height on an ultimate field, like wild. I just don't know how much these people can run. That's the question. I don't know if they're moving like that.
O-line, bro. Just put them O-line.
You still have to run on O-line. You still have to get open, you know?
Yeah.
Like you still have to be athletic. So I don't know if any of them are like cutting up. Like Anthony. I mean, I played a couple rounds with Eagle when I was in Boulder, and I don't know how athletic he was, but all these like young guys with some size and stuff, like you never know. Maybe they could. It'd be fun to get them out in like summer league or something.
Yeah, no, that would be hype. I mean, like they definitely dominate. I
don't think they're dominating, dude. I don't know. I think it just really depends on like the person, like the attitude, the mentality about it is really gonna have a big impact on it.
That's true. Do you think like if you take these people and you put them do you think any of them have played Ultimate in like high school? Because Ultimate's pretty big in high school and like around. Like they must have. If you're a big disc golfer, you must have tried Frisbee, right?
I don't think so. It's not. It's not like a. It's definitely not a prereq. Like a lot of people have not. I don't think really know about it. I think they're more like. I think more Ultimate players have respect for disc golf than disc golfers have respect for Ultimate. Like as a sport and stuff.
Yeah. Well, because I feel like Ultimate players will do disc golf as a hobby, whereas like disc golfers aren't really
Yes,
going to play.
exactly. That's a good point. Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, it's really interesting.
Yeah.
It is pretty interesting.
On your end, like pod practice, do you guys have anything fun coming up? Like, are you guys, or do you have any like exciting things you're able to share?
I
Any
mean,
events?
we're working on we're working on doing something for the World Games in terms of like with Alti
Yeah.
World, just having like some fun event. I've honestly been like less on the like, dude, I don't know. I've been less on the it's interesting because so I'm moving to New York and I want to do more like content creation because I want to be
Sick.
I mean my goal is I just want to be an ultimate player, like an ultimate
Yeah.
athlete right now.
That's
And I think like a way to do that is by a lot of the stuff that you're talking about. Like I mean like really like with all the like lifestyle stuff that really resonates with me because that's like my ideal is like, okay, I'm a professional ultimate athlete and I also just then like do fun stuff, but outside of training. And then you just make videos about all those things and you get to live how you want to live. And then you just make a living film. Like you just have to film it and like post the videos of it.
Yeah.
But other than that, you get to like do the stuff that is exciting and brings you happiness for like your daily basis, you know?
I'm so happy right now. This is like my perfect life. Like,
right.
It's sick.
It's awesome. It's exciting.
Yeah.
And like, you don't have to, like for me, like I was never someone who wanted to, I'm just so into ultimate. I didn't want to get a job. Like, it's just like, cause even if I have a job, I'm not committed to wanting to be the best at it. You know, like I like to do ultimate
I agree.
because I want to be the best. And I can get all in to like wanting to make the team the best that it can be and like being the best player that I can be. When it's like, that's exciting and like motivates me to do things throughout the day. Whereas like anything else I've really done in my life outside of ultimate, it's always been more of like a bare minimum type thing because I'm not very interested in it, like to be honest. Whereas like I really excel at ultimate just because it brings me so much energy.
Yeah.
And so I really want to do that when I go to New York. But recently, like, because I just moved out of Colorado and I'm home back now in Philadelphia, and I just have been feeling less motivated to like. I feel like I'm at a stagnant point in terms of like, I don't know, the juice of like for the pod and like creating content and all that like isn't flowing through me right now.
Can I be honest with you? I think I have a great fix for this.
Okay.
You need to find yourself in Philadelphia or you know what, in like wherever, New York, find yourself like 3-4 people that you can like do stuff with. And
for sure.
Like, dude, I'm not gonna lie, if I ever feel unmotivated or not like I don't want to post stuff, I just like plan a trip. Like I'm going to the island to my boys and I'm gonna have a sick time hanging out with my boys, and then they're gonna boost my creativity by me feeding off their energy, them feeding off my energy.
Totally.
Totally.
Yeah. I completely agree. And that's why, so when I go to New York, my plan is to have some people in a house with me. So I already got this one guy, Zach EMF, who's going to be moving to New York, and he lives in Atlanta right now. He works at Spin, and he was a fan of the pod.
Spin guy.
And he's he's just like a big ultimate guy too. Like he's just,
I met him.
But it's like what you're saying. It's just like, you just want to find people that are into what you are into and then use that energy to feed off each other. So my plan is I'm going to live with him. And then there were some really cool, like European, it's really just like younger people who are into ultimate who I want to surround myself with and be in the same area with so that we can do this kind of fun stuff. Like the goal is just to be like training super hard and like going on adventures, doing fun stuff, like enjoying life. So and then you can just, side quests. Like you just have someone film it, but you're just like enjoying life, exploring the world, like being happy. Like that's really, that's literally it. Just do the stuff that brings you happiness. And then you just have to have someone that film it. Like that's it. Like you just got to make sure that you can make a video about it.
And then when you get companies in it and sponsoring, then you're just like doing it's almost even better because then you can pay someone to come film, or you can pay
totally.
Like for me, I don't care about making money. I don't care about making profit off this. I just want to be able to make like anything I make is just gonna go back right into it. You know what I mean? Like I'm just trying to grow. Like that's all that matters.
Yeah, I mean, for me, I think the idea came from like, this is just how I want to like live. You know what I mean? Like it's so hard. Sure. It's never really happened that there's been an ultimate player. Like being a professional ultimate athlete isn't a thing right now, but that's like what I want to be. So like, this is kind of my way of like doing that, like not having to have, outside jobs and
Yeah.
like that kind of stuff.
Dude,
So
that's sick. Yeah.
because it's, I mean, that's like, I think, but I think that's what's really cool. That's what I really like about you is like that trend. It's like people trying to like make it more of a possibility, to be like an
Yeah.
actual ultimate athlete, whether that's through like content creation or like, even one day getting paid to play. Like,
Yeah.
obviously if that's happening at Davenport, maybe one day soon with the UFA, like, I just think that's the,
Yeah.
I want to be able to live that lifestyle.
Yeah. Like, dude, that's that's I couldn't agree more. This is like, and I think seeing, I didn't really think this would be a possibility. Like, I was into videography, so that was part of the reason I started it. Was just like for myself and just making cool stuff. But being able to see that the growth and how you talked about is like, if I worked a 9 to 5, like I don't feel like I'm growing. Like if I'm working, I'm just working better for someone else rather than working for myself and to improve myself.
Totally.
So seeing the in the last couple months, seeing the amount of growth and like recognition and at Worlds and the impact I've had
Mm-hmm.
is like mind blowing to me. So I
Yeah.
think that hit made me realize, oh wait, this is legit. I can make money from this.
Yeah,
And I can live.
that's a really good point. Like I've definitely always felt like if I'm working at, different jobs that I'm just like, yeah, like you're getting paid, so that's good. Like you're able to provide for yourself, but
Yeah.
it doesn't really resonate with me to be like working for someone else. Like I've always really wanted to work for myself. And then by working on myself, you can kind of in a sense work for other people. Like I feel like you can really help other people by like people
Yeah.
that work on themselves are really able to, hopefully help other people. And so, yeah, I agree. Like that's always something that was really important to me. And that's really all why, like, the whole thing came about is like trying to figure out ways to live that way,
Yeah.
really just like, I guess like an entrepreneurial spirit in some ways.
Yeah, that's entrepreneur, dude. Doing this is like excites me so much. Doing stuff about in the Frisbee world, or talking about new projects, or like one thing I really want to do is do like some sort of, because I'm like a younger guy, obviously, to do some sort of next gen like super team. So
Mm-hmm.
be able to, if I might have to grow a little bit more to do this, but be able to pay or subsidize cost for the best players from around the world who are like under 20, 18 to like 21, maybe around that area, and get those people to come to like a windmill or like a Tom's tourney or something like that
Totally.
and make a team. Like that is the ultimate way to surround yourself and give people the opportunities to meet and play against some of the best people in the world that have similar mindsets, that have the similar training drive. So I think that's
Mm-hmm.
like,
Yeah,
I met Elliot Monet and Jorge,
yeah,
dude, like they are awesome people. I love them. Like,
yeah,
and I just never knew. Like, it's so cool.
yeah. I mean, I agree. Like meeting the other people who are super into ultimate is what fires me up. And it's just like trying to figure out a way to surround yourself with those people, do fun things with them, and just feed off
Yeah.
that energy, because that's having like that energy is just feels so good.
Yeah, dude. Let me know if you're ever like, we're ever in similar places. We should cook some stuff. Like, it's so cool to do. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a lot of fun. Like that's the other thing that I think is exciting about me, because you get to the point where if you're living that lifestyle, you can just go do cool stuff for the sake of doing cool stuff, because then, well, I guess it's not totally just for that sake because you're going to film it,
No,
but
I think
like
you're right. Yeah.
the filming of it is a way to, support it so that you can just live that lifestyle, because that's like the stuff that I want to be doing is going on, like whenever I go on cool trips, ultimate trips, whatever, and I go to cool places and I meet cool people and I'm out in like beautiful parts of the world, like that's when I feel the happiest. So it's like, okay, how
Yeah.
do I do this
How do you encapsulate that?
consistently?
Yeah.
Like how can I live like this consistently? Like I know that most of my days I want to spend either like training, getting better at ultimate, competing for ultimate, or like hanging out with people that I enjoy and doing fun things with them, like fun,
Yeah.
adventures with them. So it's like, how am I going to do that kind of stuff? And I think with this kind of like, I guess it's like a business, but that's how this, like that kind of lifestyle really seems possible. And I think that's why
Yeah.
it's like so cool that, I really like that, you're starting this trend. And I'm glad that you have that personality, that you're not worried too much about like what other people are saying. Cause there's always going to be, when you're doing stuff that's new and whatever, really whenever
Yeah.
you're doing what you want to do, like fully, there's just always going to be forces being like, people are
Yeah.
just like saying, especially on the internet, like people are just going to be saying shit or whatever. But like the perseverance to like do what you want to do, what's making you happy, like, and it does, as long as you are confident, you're not like whatever, no one's like hurting other people here. So it's like following those emotions, like doing what makes you happy and seeing where that takes you in life is, I think, really, really cool. What do you want to say to anyone who is looking to, like, what would you say to anyone who's looking to get into, creating content in Ultimate?
Really glad you asked that. I think the biggest thing, shout out C-Chan, he put this on to me, is you just gotta, one, not care what other people think. If you like something and you have a couple friends that are backing you and think it's a good idea, just post it consistently. If you can post every day, especially on Instagram or TikTok, that's what's gonna make you blow up, like blow up. Because the algorithm's gonna find it, it's gonna send it to a ton of more people if you post every day. If you find something you like, just like prioritize that over everything. Try and like I always hear a lot of people saying, yeah, I was gonna do this, but I didn't really know if people would like it, or I didn't know if it would look good, or I didn't know how it'd feel. It'd be kind of weird to post it. So what? You know what I mean? Like, so what? It's, if you're living your life by other people's standards, you're never gonna reach a truly self what the word be,
Fulfilled,
like
maybe.
self-fulfillment. Like, if I had gone and seen like a comment on one of my videos like, oh, this is like quality trash, Mike is terrible, or something like that,
Yeah.
I could have seen that and I could have been like, yeah, maybe I'm just not cut out for this. But because I didn't, and because I kept posting, and you'll find your niche, you'll find your group of people. And also, to anyone who's doing it in the Frisbee community, I really am a big fan of seeing people do this, and I will support you in any way. Like, people can hit me up in my DMs. I will give you advice. I'll shout you out. I think it's such a fulfilling thing to do, and not only for training, but to showcase the environment and the how we live and what Frisbee means to us.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah, but post every day.
Yeah,
sure.
That's sweet. That's awesome.
Mm-hmm. Thanks,
And
man.
it is cool because we have such a, I feel like the same way. Just we have such a really cool, unique, kind of fun sport, and the more we can showcase with that the people and have fun doing it, like that's awesome.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
No, I agree. Yeah.
Hell yeah. All right, Kai. Well, it was a pleasure having you on.
Yeah, thank you.
And
I love talking to you.
Yeah, peace out, everyone.
Yeah, sweet. See y'all.